So you can see the question in our description, and let us try to solve this particular problem. So it is very clearly given that a circular lamina which is having a hexagonal hole which is drilled centrally, and it is very clearly given that the two sides of a hexagon is perpendicular to the diagonal of the circle. So I have been drawn the particular diagram here for your understanding. We can see here I have drawn this circle of a diameter 60 mm. In the sense I will be taking 30 mm in the compass. With the center I will be drawing the circle. And I have been divided the circle into 4 equal parts, and I have been named as 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is clearly given in this question that two sides of the hexagon should be either perpendicular to Vp or which is perpendicular to the diagonal of a circle center. So I have been made this a side resting. So this we have been already studied in our concept. Whenever a side is resting, you look for the left hand side of your particular plane. Okay, I have drawn the hexagon and I have named it as A, B, C, D, E, F. So then I simply projected all the points. You know that obviously if I can see, it is given very clearly it is resting on HP. It is clearly given that it is resting on HP, so that I should draw the top view as the first, then I have to draw the front view. So I obviously know that the top view, I can see the circle and the hexagon. When I look from here, I can see the front view, which is nothing but a line, straight line. So simply I project all the points from here, and I have been noted the points here. See, when I look from here, I can see point number 1, 2, 3. I cannot see 4. So 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and within the bracket I am giving as a 4 dash. And I couldn't see all these points, hence I have been given every point in the bracket. A dash, B dash within the bracket, C dash, F dash within the bracket, D dash and E dash within the bracket. Then they have given very clearly it is inclined at an angle of, so they have given very clearly it is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to HP. So they have given 30 degree. So this is 30 degree to HP, and they have given 50 degree to vertical plane. So I have been already told that if it is resting on HP, first you have to draw the inclination of HP first, then you have to draw the inclination of Vp. So for this procedure, I have to take the same line here, for which I am going to do, I am taking one point and I am going to name it as 1 dash. Since here I cannot give us 1 dash, I am giving only 1 dash. And I have to draw inclined as 30 degree using my protector and having this as a 0. Having this as a 0, I am drawing a line which is inclined at 30 degree. Okay, now what I have to do is I need all the points. Now I can use my compass. From 1, I try to measure 3 and I cut a knot from 1 so that I have 3, 1 dash. Let me have it like this. And then from 1, I measure 2 and then I have a point here. So let it be. So 2, 1 dash within the bracket, 4, 1 dash. Okay, so similarly I can have all these points also. Here I have and here I have points where I can name it as, so I can project it, then we can see. So now I need to project these lines from the top, where these lines should be perpendicular to my reference line. I repeat again, these lines should be perpendicular to my reference line. And now I have to project from this particular point, and you obviously know at the intersection I can have these points. At the intersection I can have these points. Okay, I try to project all the points here. So don't forget to project all the points. So you obviously know that at the intersection points I will be having the points. Since I will be keeping only the intersection points here, so this is the points for our circle. So I can name it as 1, 1. This is 2, 1. This is 3, 1. And this is 4, 1. Now I can name it for hexagon. So here I have a point, and then here I have a point. Here I have a point, here I have a point, and here I have a point, and finally I have a point here. So here I can name it as A1, this is my B1, this is my C1, this is my D1, this is my E1, and finally this is F1. So let me try to connect all the points. First let me complete the hexagon. Okay, so then I have to use my, I'm having a French curve which is available with you. So you can use and you try to connect all these curves. Okay, so this is the inclined copy for this particular angle. Okay, and it is very clearly given, if it is to be inclined to Vp, it is clearly given that the diameter which is resting, see here you can see the 1 and 3 is the diameter which is resting in our simple position, that should be inclined at an angle of 50 degree to Vp. It is understandable that this 1 and 3 should be 50 degree inclined, for which what you have to do is, first you take a point and use your protector in this particular way and have this as a 0. You have this as a 0 and you try to take a particular inclination which is inclined at an angle of 50 degree. Then what I am going to do is, once I draw this particular position, this will be the simple position, we should avoid this particular position. Okay, so from 1 I am going to fix a point now, see here I am going to fix a point here and I am going to name it as 1, 2. And I am going to, from 1 I am going to measure 3 and I fix the point here and I am going to name it as 3, 2. And you consider this as a square. See, you can see a square here. See, you can see a square here. From here I can measure this particular point. So from 1 or from the center part I can measure this particular point. Okay, so now I can measure this particular center. Obviously if I measure using my measurement, my center would be approximately here. Now you try to draw a line which is perpendicular to this. Now you try to draw a line which is perpendicular to this. So you make it very clear. Only the final part should be very dark. All other remaining should be very thin and very light. Okay, now I have drawn a line which is perpendicular to this 50 degree line. See here. From this center I can measure the 4th point. Okay, so from the center I am keeping a point at the top and I am naming it as 4, 2. Okay, from the center I am measuring the bottom which is 2. From here I am having a point here which is nothing but 2, 2. Okay, similarly you can see from the center I am having another point which is F1. So that I am having a point here and I am naming it as F2. And similarly from the center I can measure this C. From the center I am measuring it and I am naming it as C2. Okay, the remaining thing what I have to find out is A, B, D and E. Okay, you can see here from 1 there is a line to the top and a line to the bottom. Okay, from 1 there is a line to the, otherwise you can take it, see here, from the center line, you can see from this center line you are having a line here and you are having a line here. What I am going to do is, I am going to use my compass. From here I am measuring here. You see, you be very careful. This is from the center towards 1. From the center towards 1 I have a point. From the center towards 3. From the center towards 3 I have a line. So now you try to draw a perpendicular line which is perpendicular to that 50 degree line. Okay, so now I have been drawn this particular line. Now I have drawn this particular line and this particular line. Now from here you measure the top, you can have a A. So this is my A2. Okay, from that you measure the bottom, so you can have your B2. So in the other line, from center you measure the top, you can have a E2. From center you measure the bottom, you can have a D2. So now what I am going to do is, I am going to simply connect all those points. See here, from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F. So from here I have simply transferred the hexagon. Now I need to complete, so for my benefit, let me have the A2 in some other place. I write A2 here. Okay, so let me come through the things here. I start from 4 2, 1 2, 2 2. I am having 3 2 and finally 2 2. So this is how I represent. I have been just transfer the same diagram from here to here. Now what I have to do to complete this particular thing is, I need to project all the points from here. See here, I am projecting from here. I am projecting from here. So I need to project from here. So I need approximately maybe this is the same point. So I need to project from here. So I need to project from here. Now I have to project from here. And I need to project from here. I need to project from here. And finally, I need to project from here. And similarly, what you have to do is, you try to project from here. One very important thing, in order to have your diagram very neat, you try to erase those excess lines to show your diagram very neatly. So this is very typical thing. You try to fix first the circle. You can see here, from here I am taking the point 1. So this will be my point 1. So let me take it as 1, 2 dash. So this is where I have taken the point number 2. So where my point number 2 will be here, which is nothing but 2, 2 dash. So this is point number 3. So this is where I have taken point number 3, where this will be 3, 2 dash. And I am having a point number 4 here. So this will be my point number 4, 2 dash. First let us try to complete this. So from here, so this will be the final inclined position. It is inclined to Vp and HP. So now let me trace A, B, C, D. Okay, so here I am having my, so this is my A 2 dash. So where is B here? So I have a B in the same place. This is B2 dash. And then at the center I have a C. This is my C2 dash, and I have F again. So this is my F here. So I have a F2 dash here, and finally this last line consists of a D and E. So where is D? This is D. So this is my B2 dash, and where about E? So here I have my E. So this is my E2 dash. If I try to connect all those points, you can see here A, B, C, D, E, F, again to A. So this rose color one, which shows you the final inclined position, which is inclined to both Vp and HP. So the final work what we have to do is, so only this rose color part should be darkened, where you have to use your HP pencils. All other remaining white and brown color should be only in your 2H pencil. The final part is, you have to write here as your dimensions C, and use my 2H pencils here. So this is given in the problem as 30 degree. Okay, and here it is given as 50 degree. And you obviously know how to dimension a circle. So you take any one diagonal over here. Okay, and you can have it like this. And the diameter is dia 60. Dia 60, where you should have your arrowhead in touching your circles. Okay, touching your circles. And finally, I have the side of hexagon. This is my extension line. This is my dimension line. This is my arrowhead, which is 1:3, and finally the value of the hexagon is 20. So where I can write 20. This is my